Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. City Council of City of Sandy Oaks, regular meeting agenda, October 27th, 2022 at 6:30 p.m. Notice is hereby given that a regular meeting of the City Council of the City of Sandy Oaks, Texas will be held on Thursday, October 27th, 2022 at 6:30 p.m. at City Hall, 22870 Priest Road, Sandy Oaks, Texas, where a quorum of the City Council will be present. All agenda items are subject to action. The City of Sandy Oaks will also provide a live stream video and telephonic access to the meeting through the links provided on the posted agenda. Madam Secretary, may we have a quorum call?
Yes, Mayor Pro Tem Martinez,
Present.
Alderwoman Martinez,
Here.
Alderman Rapino,
Here.
Alderman Coffindaffer,
Here.
Alderwoman Alvarado.
Here.
Our attorney is not yet with us, but she is running late, but you do have a quorum, sir.
Then we are in session at 6:33. I ask you to stand with me for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Agenda item 3, citizens to be heard. Do we have any?
No, sir, we have no.
No speakers. And the attorney has joined us at 6:34. Agenda item 4, I have no announcements or updates. Going on to agenda item 5, consent agenda. Item 5A has been approved, so we will not regard that. B, approved minutes from the September 22nd, 2022 regular city council meeting. 5C, approved resolution 2022-171, canceling the November 24th, 2022 and December 22nd, 2022 regular city council meetings. D, approved resolution 2022-172, approving the official newspaper for fiscal year 2022-2023, and until another newspaper is selected, and authorize the mayor to approve contract with selected newspaper. Ratify council's action from the October 13th, 2022 regular city council meeting to include the following items: consent agenda, approval of the quarterly investment report, approval of quote received from Daily Wells Communication, and removal of Julie Ramirez from Animal Control Advisory Committee. Does anyone want to pull any items for discussion? If not, I will entertain a motion.
I'll move that we accept the consent agenda as written.
I have a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
I'll second.
I have a second. Motion from Alderman Rapino and a second from Mayor Pro Tem Martinez. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That carries unanimously. Agenda item 6, Police Department updates and announcements from Chief Lopez. You have the floor, sir.
I do not have anything.
Okay, thank you very much. Agenda item 7, Animal Control updates and announcements from Animal Control Advisory Committee Chair Alderwoman Debbie Martinez with possible discussion and or action. Alderwoman Martinez, you have the floor.
Okay, tonight we've got 4 dogs in custody. 2 are going into being transferred out to other facilities, and 1 pig.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Are you scheduled the next, do we know when the next meeting's gonna be yet? Cause I think normally it would be on election day.
We have an election here again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the eighth.
We don't have an election, but they're gonna have. polls.
Well, we're having.
Oh,
yeah,
polling.
Yeah,
but it's a polling place.
I see.
okay. I have to check my calendar.
Okay.
Anything else, man?
No, that's all.
All right, thank you. Moving right along, agenda item eight. Parks and Recreation update and announcements from Park Advisory Committee Chair Alderman Rapino with possible discussion and or action. You have the floor, sir.
Okay, our next meeting will be on the 1st of November. And we'll be discussing, a lot of things, signs, moving storage shed, shelves for the, book exchange, things like that.
Okay,
That's all I have right now.
so November 1st at
Yeah.
6:30 p.m.
Exactly.
All right, thank you very much, sir. Agenda item number 9, Public Works updates and announcements from Public Works Director Priscilla Smith with possible discussion and or action. Ms. Smith, do you have any reports, updates?
The 2 public works employees have been out. I don't know if y'all noticed, but the 2 public works employees that we have been out focusing on intersections where the children stay at bus stops and the grass is really tall around stop signs. Intersections where just basically mowing the right of ways where these vacant lots are throughout the community. And then we're gonna keep continuing to do that.
Okay,
And I don't have anything else at this moment.
okay. Agenda item 9B, discuss and or possible action on quotes received for the construction of a larger deck outside the police department door. The current steps make it very hard for an officer with a handcuffed prisoner to open the door, keep control of the prisoner. So we want to build a larger deck with a steel handrail to cuff the prisoners to while they unlock the doors and block it open. It's open for discussion.
I noticed the details, less on J and D and more on J and Z. The only thing is like, he noted that he's gonna use screws and not nails. I don't know about, J and D.
Right.
He's, gonna demolish the existing porch and haul away, and I don't know about J and D. If that's included in their pricing. He noted pouring concrete for the post. I'm assuming that they have to, so I'm assuming J and D will do that, but it doesn't say. Skirting to match the existing skirting on the building, that's included, and they don't mention it on the J and D either. So just questions like that I'm considering whether or not, which one's the best.
Okay, I will grant the question about skirting. But we have dealt with J and D in several other areas, and they do porches and handrails all screwed.
Oh, okay.
I've seen everything I've seen J and D do has been a quality product. I can say the same thing for J and Z.
So they usually haul away all the stuff that's included in
yes,
the pricing on the J. Okay.
Who was it that built the porch out here on the front side? Or was that part of when the building was brought in?
That was Traco.
yeah, a company called Traco.
Okay,
Uh,
have both of these companies done business with the city before?
oh, yes. Several times. We have utilized them both. J and Z is the company that did all the work in here, put in the door. J and D would be used offsite. Steps, stairs, ramps. Remodel on our citizen assistance program. So, you know,
So we know both. of them
both
do quality
of
work.
them have consistently turned in quality work.
Yeah,
I use them all the time at my place. Okay.
So are we gonna go down to just the money on this, or do we want more information?
basically, the only thing, as, Mayor Hunter noted was the skirting, right? You said,
Yeah, that's the only real difference I see.
Mhm. And if, even if they added that to their pricing, it's still less than J and Z.
I would suspect that so.
Yeah.
Was it mentioned during the meeting?
What is the payment arrangements with J and D?
Usually half down
With J and D?
on most general contractors.
She'll
Well,
have the material.
Yeah,
Well, I
J
didn't see
J and D,
anything.
when they require a down payment, it's the material cost.
yeah.
J and Z is straight up 50% of
It's
the
all
job cost.
And do we have timeframes on when they expect it to be done? So from the time of
Yeah,
demolition to construction?
If I recall correctly, speaking to, J and D. We were looking at less than a week,
yeah, I believe
3 4
J,
days.
yeah, I believe J and Z is pretty booked on some items,
So let me-
that they
I
have
would say they're
projects.
probably the same.
Yeah.
Finishing it up
Yeah.
within just
it shouldn't take-
less than a week.
Yeah.
Based on what I'm seeing, I don't think J and Z wants the contract.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking, well, is it because of all this stuff, but then if, verifying with the mayor, if all we need to add is skirting, I don't think it would come close to that amount that J and Z is.
Yeah, I don't think so
Proposing.
either.
I would recommend J and D.
I don't have a problem with it. Do we want to consider the hardy plank? It's like a plastic instead of wood.
Har-
For the skirt.
Hardy
Not for the
plank,
skirting. It's not hardy plank,
actual
but it's like, they're like
Vinyl
plastic.
coated
Yeah, they're like
Mhm.
plastic.
form.
Oh,
Yeah,
Two by
it's
fours.
it's recycled plastic made
Yeah.
into boards.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I mean,
I'm
I
not-
realize that would
Quite-
delay the
More
project.
expensive, no?
And it would
Yeah,
make it more
that-
expensive.
It is more expensive and life cycle costing, it's not,
Durable.
it's not, it's no more durable than treated wood.
Not treated lumber.
So when you look at life cycle cost, unless you just intending to go green, it's more economical to do fresh treat wood.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, then I'll make a motion to approve the first option,
If they add.
and
right,
For whom? Say the name of.
for J and D service and repair.
Okay, so I have a motion from Mayor Pro Tem Martinez to approve the,
Can we at this time ask that they add the skirting?
We do an NTE.
Oh,
Right.
what do you think?
I,
I mean, should it be like worded that way?
Yeah, so I'll make a motion to accept J and D service and repairs quote. With a not to exceed of $8,000 to account for skirting. If it's not included already.
okay,
Right.
so I have a motion from Mayor Pro Tem Martinez to approve the J and D service and repairs not to exceed, say the number again, sir,
$8,000.
$8,000
second,
to include the installation of skirting And I have a second from Alderman Rapino. All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? That's carried unanimously.
Mayor Fillinger, may I ask if these will be from ARPA funds or general funds?
Uh,
And should that be a part of the motion?
No.
No.
no, that would be a separate discussion, and since you asked the question, we can utilize the ARPA funds for this. I,
I just need to know where to pay from this also. I'm good.
open for discussion, ARPA funds or take it out of the municipal building maintenance fund.
What's in the municipal
Yeah,
building maintenance fund?
I don't have the,
Yeah,
I
Let's
believe
just take it
that
out of ARPA.
yeah.
that's gonna get us into the deeper conversation of answers that we wanted from our last conversation about the budgeting.
Right.
If we go to
I
the
think
general
our-
fund, then we're gonna wind up moving money around later on in about a month or so.
I
Or a
think
quarter.
our first fine.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I got written down. That's where it'll come.
we have to have a vote, ma'am. Would somebody make a motion?
I'll make a motion that we pay for the J and D invoice utilizing ARPA funds.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, I have a motion from Mayor Pro Tem Martinez to pay for this project out of ARPA funds, seconded by Alderman Coffin-Dapper. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That carries unanimously. So, in item 9C, disregard, we do not have quotes for this. So we'll postpone that for further discussion after we receive quotes. Agenda item 9D, discuss and or possible action on the purchase of laundry appliances and applicable hardware to be installed in the employee's shower room. So 9D, we have quotes.
Curiosity, what is the purpose of a washer and dryer within our building?
Oh, multiple reasons, sir. Number one, the kennel bedding and towels and such from the animal care. We really can't ask people to take that home and do it in their home laundry. And then we have our police officers who occasionally scuffle about in the sand and dirt of Sandy Oaks. And
Catching the pigs.
they really need to, shower up, use some deodorant and put on a fresh uniform. That's the reason for a laundry, sir. Same reason we have a shower back there.
So my only debate on the police part is their uniforms. Shouldn't they be pressed? Is that standard or would they lose any of their?
I think if you go through there, most of them have a spare uniform in their office or in a locker.
Yeah,
Uh,
I just don't want them to throw their uniforms in the laundry and the stitching messes up and but that's kind of sort of irrelevant.
there.
I
Yeah.
think they watch them.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, that, instances when we had that real bad storm, snow, sometimes there's gonna be emergencies and weather, whatever, where police officers need to stay overnight and they need to,
Laundry.
there's not gonna be answers, so they're gonna have to travel home, wash their uniforms here and,
Yeah, makes sense.
Mhm.
Well, I was gonna iron.
just have to take it home.
And so there's 3 quotes.
There's actually two. That second one,
Oh, the warranty, right?
provided the warranty information, so I included it on the Lowe's quote.
I got you.
So the 8697 is
Times two.
times two, yeah, based on the
Gotcha.
price
So
for
that's
the year
1359.
So what's the difference in the two pieces of equipment?
I think they're basically the same. I think they're both GE.
Yeah,
Some of
they
it
are
just-
both GEs.
Yeah, and Lowe's did provide another, quote for, I can't remember, Amana, I think, but I figured.
These are the most.
Keep it the
apples to
same.
apples
keep it the
is
same.
better,
Mhm.
and it was higher anyway than this current Lowe's quote.
But Home Depot does include the 3-year protection plan.
Yeah, that's a part of their price.
Uh-huh.
The way Lowe's sent it, it was just without that, so they then sent
But
it later.
Lowe's also details the installation hardware where Home Depot did not.
They have fill hoses on here,
They have the power cord, the dryer
power
duct.
cord, Clamps. The flex duct,
Mhm.
Lowe's does.
Exactly.
We've already got the ductwork and everything in place in the building.
Yeah.
The exhaust, the exhaust,
Is it going out the side or up top?
sorry,
Okay.
out back.
I just don't like it when exhaust goes up. It's a personal thing on my own. Got rid of
You're
that
not gonna
quick.
fix it.
Hey, I know how I got it.
Yeah, my.
Hmm.
Okay,
Well,
discussion, motions,
we-
what do we want to do?
So the 1359 includes,
Excuse me. For me. Hi, everybody.
Madam,
Yes,
you may not speak except by registering earlier. I'm sorry.
I see. No, that's okay, sir. I know the rules.
if you want to call in afterwards, we can take a phone call.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you.
so the one from Lowe's with the 8697, that's already tallied onto their bid sheet.
That's what I.
Yes,
That's what you
counted
tell
on.
me, the 1359,
Yeah,
they're about less than $100.
I'd make a motion that we approve and accept the Lowe's bid sheet. Not to exceed $1,400.
Our folks are installing this, or does it come installed? You installing? Okay,
Are they delivering?
They're delivering. And they're installing.
both will
Yeah.
offer, oh, okay. Yeah, then I'll,
Not each one of them give me a quote for what it would cost for the machine, for the equipment, for the dryer vents, for the cords, for the extended warranty. Both of them,
okay. So
And
it is. up.
pre-delivery and install.
Set up.
Yeah.
Would you like to repeat yourself, Alderman Coffin?
I'd like to make a motion that we accept this bid from Lowe's and not to exceed $1,400.
Okay, I have a motion from Alderman Coffin to accept the quote from Lowe's,
I'll second.
not to exceed $1,400. I have a second from Alderwoman Alvarado. All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? That carries unanimously. Agenda item 10, administration, old business, discuss and or possible action on the Merced Housing Texas owner occupied repair program. We discussed this at our last meeting. Mayor Pro Tem Martinez had questions. He has talked to Merced Housing. Do you have anything to share with us?
Yeah, I did speak to the director of the program for the owner occupied repair program. And he did reaffirm that there is no liens or anything that they put on homes should the owner decease. So I feel a little bit better. I feel a lot better about presenting this program to our constituents,
Okay.
knowing that fact.
Further discussion?
I had also spoke to a young lady named Rebecca, because I had told her something else, and she mentioned this, that we could have it, and I knew we were gonna bring it up. And I feel that it's a good program also.
Okay. Motion?
I'll make a motion to accept the owner occupied repair program from Merced Housing Texas.org to be think posted to our website and presented to our constituents.
Okay, we have a motion from Mayor Pro Tem Martinez to approve posting the Merced Housing Texas Owner Occupied Repair Program on the website and introduced it to our citizens. I have a second from Alderman Rapino. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That carries unanimously. Okey-dokey. I shuffled through and I don't see it, so would they Draco?
Here it is. You're gonna-
Okay. That's, I had known my computer. There it is. It fell right out. Okay, agenda item 10B, discuss and or possible action on quotes received for the purchase and installation of a transactional window. We have a window for the city clerk. We do not have a window for the court clerk. In the interest of segregating court funds from the city clerk's fund, a second transactional window is, in my opinion, advisable.
So where would that be located?
Where the fire extinguisher little plate wall is right here.
So it's a separate wall
Yeah.
from the one that.
Yeah, where,
Oh,
where the fire extinguisher is right now, to the right of that. And this includes the level 3 ballistic panels installed within the wall. The wall restored and final coat base over the new portion of the wall.
Are these the only ones that can install something like that, or is that just someone that had done it before in your business?
Well, they did it before. This Kevlar panel installation is fairly
Complicated.
it's a fairly small niche. I haven't found any other hub certified business in the county that does it. So,
I'll make a motion that we accept the bid. Not to exceed 16,500.
Michael, did you talk to Mayor?
Yeah, so I did speak to J.R. Trevino regarding this bid. The one thing that he did advise is that for your level 3, while it is ballistic panels, it doesn't take a whole lot to get through them. And a standard 9mm, couple of times in one specific section will penetrate, which is, I guess to be expected. It gives you an opportunity to make a move, right? To move out of the way, to leave, whatever it may be. And a more heavier gauge weapon would penetrate relatively easier than that. So that's the only thing I would advise is if we're going to spend the money, it's a bit chunk more, but let's move up another level if we can.
when we go to option level 4, does that also increase the ballistic level for the transactional window?
I don't believe it does. I think,
Because, if you got a level 3 window, it's
yeah,
kind of,
That's where you shoot.
yeah. And I mean, so if we don't do it right, I mean, the idea is that if something were to happen, you get one try to get out the way.
So at level 3, you're telling me 9mm.
A couple of rounds with the 9mm will penetrate
Level 4, what caliber?
in the same
in
spot.
the same spot.
I
Level
understand.
4 is more of an assault
It's
rifle
kinda hard to
type.
get in.
Okay,
Same
level
spot.
5.
Level 5 is a bit heavier. I mean, he couldn't cite an example, but it's,
Yeah. Actually, sir, assault rifle
Okay.
Well,
that has the same
yeah.
ballistic as a 9mm.
So you're talking about small caliber rifles can get through level 4 through level 5. You're talking about extremely high caliber rifles unless they're loading muskets, very few people I know would have those.
Yeah.
Well, and, you know, hitting the same spot, you'd have to be a really good marksman. I mean,
Yeah.
and,
these are the
and
people that
somebody
normally
that's
come in
really
and front.
coming into attack are gonna be wild,
Yeah.
crazy people,
Yeah.
so.
I did ask about what's the warranty, right? Like,
Mhm.
is there some sort of protection? And there's really not. There's really not a guarantee that, you know, it's gonna withstand. It's just you're giving yourself an opportunity to get out the way, right? So,
Mhm.
and that's his explanation. That's from the manufacturer as well.
So I know from wearing body armor.
Yeah.
Yes, it would take 2 rounds literally stacked on one another
Right.
in the exact same point
For you,
before that body armor would fail.
Right.
But it could take multiple rounds all throughout.
all over, yeah. So it's a considerable upgrade, which may not be worth it. But I just wanted to present what I did here from,
Well, if you have someone coming in to do damage, that's the only wall that's protected,
that one, yeah, this one.
and the outside,
Outside you're not, so,
Yeah,
so,
Not at this.
yeah. So then, yeah,
It's something to hide behind.
Yeah.
yeah, it's a deterrent and it helps, you know, protect us if something should happen in that spot.
Yeah.
So,
Put signs out there, protected by,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah.
Chief Lopez.
I would leave it the way it is.
Okay. You were in the middle of a motion, right?
Yes, I was. Oh, that's what I forgot. No wonder I'm having a hard time hearing you today. Forgot to put my hearing aids in. Well, I knew there was something wrong, just couldn't figure out what it was. As I was saying,
What
now
was
I
the
got
not
new
to
numbers up
exceed?
in my head, not to exceed
Not to
21,000. So I'd say that I accept this motion. I'm making the motion that we accept the bid not to exceed 21,000.
Can you state? the
That would
com-
give us
Are we
with option
staying-
level 4.
can also state the company in the,
Oh, from Trico.
So we're going with level 4?
No,
No,
he says it's just giving us the option.
Oh, okay. So we're staying with
we're
level.
I think we're staying with level 3.
the initial,
Right.
your
The
initial
15,995,
recommendation.
yeah.
Okay,
Now, the reason why I said it that way, because once again, this bid's only good for 7 days, and that was 10 days ago.
And you did say 20.
Just like we ran into last time we talked
Yeah.
about this.
And I told him that, and he said he was gonna give me a bid that's a little more open.
Okay,
It is what it is.
okay, I'll second that.
it's got,
So you're saying.
I haven't heard that.
16.5?
Sir, would you restate your motion with the name of the company and the not to exceed amount?
I make a motion that we accept a bid from Trico from not to exceed $21,000.
Okay, I have a motion from Alderman Coffindamper to accept the proposal from Traco Enterprises not to exceed $21,000. I have a second from Alderman Rapino. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, that carries unanimously. New business executive session to deliberate the appointment, compensation, hours, duties, benefits, and start date for deputy clerk pursuant to Texas Open Meetings Act, Chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code, Section 551-074, personnel matters. And we are adjourning to executive session at 7:06.
Actually, let me do that.
Okay, city council is.
Hang on.
What?
Oh, there you go.
Oh, it killed itself. I don't know what is going on.
Did you turn it?
No, it's on it. Oh, yeah, get turned on.
It'll find us.
Oh, it is, does itself?
You have one job, sir.
And I blew it. Okay, hold on. Let me start the video here then.
There we go.
You got the remote.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Why does it keep killing itself?
Are you done?
I'm done.
Okay, we are resuming regular city council meeting at 7:20 PM. Mayor Pro Tem Martinez, you have the floor, sir.
Yeah, so after discussion, we reviewed the application for the Yasleen. And what we would like to present or make a motion to present is to start the pay at $15 with full benefits beginning day one. There will be a 90-day probation, which at that point, there will be a performance review. And we are looking to have a start date as soon as physically possible. So it's on you to decide when that is, but sooner the better.
Okay, so would you address the hours and her duties?
Yep, the hours will be Monday through Friday, 8 to 5.
Well, I think in a discussion during the interview, I did also throw out that the possibility of 8:30 to 5 with a half-hour lunch.
Okay. And that's fine, 8:30 to 5 with a possible half-hour lunch. Some Saturdays, was that discussed?
It's very.
Very rare, but
Extreme.
there may be an opportunity where we have to be open on a Saturday. And we're just covering a couple of hours. It's not a full day's work. And what was the last thing you wanted me to address? Duties. The deputy city clerk will be assigned duties as fit from the job description. But I don't have any specifics other than reporting to Catherine.
You haven't asked her to take the job.
It's true. Do you accept the job?
I do.
Okay. And what possible date could you start, ma'am?
I can start. So Monday.
We'll give you Friday. Yeah, we'll give you Friday.
Monday.
Got a long weekend already. That's good stuff right there.
Start Monday, which is October 31st.
Yeah.
Okay,
Welcome aboard.
welcome aboard. Thank you,
I
ma'am.
didn't hear the second.
Oh, no.
Oh, wait a minute.
Or vote.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah. No second.
I'll second that motion.
Well, I guess I could rephrase it.
All right, sir.
Somewhat.
All right. So I will make a motion to offer Yasleen Lint the position of deputy city clerk to have a starting pay of $15 with full benefits beginning day one. There will be a 90-day probation at which there will be then a performance review. Her start date will be Monday, October 31st. Her duties will be assigned by Catherine, but to reflect the deputy city clerk role. And the hours will be potentially 8:30 to 5 with a half-hour lunch. Some very rare Saturdays to be included.
Okay,
I'll second that motion.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That's unanimous. Congratulations, Catherine. Welcome aboard.
Hey, Cassandra, this isn't a position that needs a swearing. Is that correct?
I don't think so, no.
I'm not sure, because I didn't.
Unless the ordinance specifies it, but I don't think it does. The ordinance creating the city clerk position,
Deputy city clerk.
there's a deputy city clerk.
I have to review it. But it
What-
doesn't have to be done. It could be done.
What was the question, man?
Oh, whether she needs to be sworn in as a deputy city clerk. That's
No.
what I was asking.
The city clerk is an appointed position required by law. Deputy clerk is a employee. Okay, agenda item 11C, discuss and or possible action on approving additional city holidays. I'm gonna ask our city clerk to address this to council.
So currently we have 7 holidays that the city observes. As employees are off on these holidays, which would be January 1st. Oh, sorry. The next one's not until I think Labor Day. I'm sorry,
If it's
Memorial Day.
Memorial Day.
So you got January 1st, Memorial Day, Juneteenth,
Listen,
July 4th. Labor Day, Thanksgiving, no, nothing in Thanksgiving, and, well, Thanksgiving Day, and then December 25th.
Yep.
So I would like to propose at least maybe President's Day in February. Good Friday. Because we have nothing for Easter, observing Easter. What else was I thinking?
Black Friday.
Oh, yes, Black Friday. And then the day after Christmas.
the
Well,
day
that's
after Christmas.
Yeah, because Christmas falls on Sunday.
But possibly
that's
even
not
when
gonna
it
be-
does.
It varies.
Yeah,
Boxing Day. Basically. Some cities in the area do observe.
So December 26th.
so it'd really be approving a Christmas holiday. If it falls on a weekend, the day before or the day after.
Or
Well, traditionally, it's a
the
Monday.
24th, 25th. and 26th.
So right now it's only Christmas Day.
Right now, it's only Christmas Day, yeah.
Which I think this year falls on a Sunday, so there would be no observed holiday.
Well, we would observe it. Well, I think if I
The
remember
Monday,
correctly, I
typically
think
You
the
know,
policy
Friday before.
says, well, it depends, Friday before, if it's falls on a Saturday, or the Monday falls on a Sunday.
With that, whenever it comes to the Christmas holiday itself, personally, I suggest that we look at Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and the day after. And the reason for the 3 days is because that's the time of the year that a lot of families take to get together. That allows travel time for people to fly in or out. As far as that one went,
We could take a
Isn't that
vacation
what
day.
PTO is for?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Or maybe we could,
no,
we
not
could
really.
even.
That's
consider-
Because that allows the mayor to not have to worry for 3 days. I'd like
Or
to
we
believe
could
it that way.
consider closing early on Christmas Eve and maybe New Year's.
Most people do anyhow.
Yeah. But if it's not,
That is not.
if it's not written, it's like,
Mhm.
then we can't pay for it.
So that's an awful lot of holidays that you named. I mean,
Can we work on the last two, like on in the November and December only, and then readdress it
well,
maybe?
there's a big space between January 1st and
And Memorial Day.
Well, sir,
Memorial Day.
We're discussing and there's no motion made,
Sure,
so,
sure, sure.
Yeah.
you know,
With the Thanksgiving holiday, because Thanksgiving is so simple, I wouldn't call it a Black Friday holiday, but
No, the
yes,
day after Thanksgiving.
definitely go with the day after. Once again, that's another family holiday.
Right.
And I understand take PTO, that's a wonderful discussion to have, but the reality is this. If you're gonna make everybody take PTO, you might as well plan on the building being shut down.
Most
For
city
that day.
halls are shut down after on most of these surrounding bigger
Mhm.
cities and small cities.
Mhm.
We're just trying to be act as,
I agree.
you know, so.
That's why I signed it for the Christmas holiday, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, the day after.
So the one thing you're not considering is now it's double time for our officers. It's not overtime, it's double time, anytime that we're closed.
It's holiday.
And it's the taxpayers' money, so we gotta keep that in mind.
Yeah.
We're stewards.
So I
of
don't
that.
mind closing, but every time that we're closed, these guys are making the money they deserve. I'm not saying they don't.
Yeah, I agree.
Not like you said it.
Yeah, I don't want to yell at me after.
Chief's eyeball, you
I
kind of
know, I know.
sideways over there.
I don't get holiday pay.
Yeah, no, but in all,
Chief's on side.
You're tricky.
but in all seriousness though, every time that we shut down, right,
Mm-hmm.
those guys gotta make their double overtime or whatever it is, double time.
I mean, they're gonna do it, right?
Okay, today we're only talking
I'm
about 3
okay with
officers.
the day after Christmas.
You're asking for
Well,
President's Day, is it because the mail doesn't run and all that stuff?
It's
banks
just
are
an
closed,
observed-
banks are
most observed
closed,
holidays.
and-
A lot of cities observe at MLK Day, so that would be 2 holidays in January, but I'm just proposing right now. President's Day in February. Good Friday, which it makes sense that we at least get something for Easter. Either Good Friday or Easter Monday, but. Good
So
Friday
how many
makes sense.
holidays are you proposing? All total?
Four
Just
more.
4 more? So instead of 7, we'll have 11?
Yes. That's still less than most cities do. Most cities do,
I've never worked
Fiesta
anywhere
Friday.
that had 11 holidays.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
You were in the military. We always had a 3-day.
We had a whole month.
So that was PTO.
okay, so President's Day, Good Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, and the day after Christmas is my,
I wouldn't go for that. One more.
oh, yeah, so
So do we have anybody of the city on call on those days?
Besides the police, no.
Should we?
No, because now we're gonna have to pay that person double time to sit at home, watch TV, drink.
No,
eggnog,
we're
and smile.
volunteers.
I'll go.
Oh,
oh, y'all,
volunteers.
yeah, y'all are good.
I can answer a phone.
I'll go for president.
There's no need to answer.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's an emergency, someone's, we should be on call. You know.
Well, we'll have the police officers. Emergencies, and then they can reach out to one of us. We can
Okay.
figure that. those
So you don't want any
out.
city representatives on call for the citizens?
They can-
Ma'am,
Mhm.
every council member and the mayor is on call
Should be.
24/7 anyway.
Should be.
We could be reached all the time.
Okay.
Okay, until I get
I
my
just
phone
thought
back.
I'd throw it out there because we should be on call.
Where is it?
I love your money.
I've never refused.
Jerry's got it.
All right.
Last week.
So.
Okay, but let's go
Because
with
there's so
the
many
discussion.
holidays,
Uh,
So I think for now, because of time,
Everything.
I think I would like to make a motion that we at least accept the day after Thanksgiving and the day after Christmas to be added to the calendar going forward. I think we can address President's Day,
Good Friday.
and Good Friday and everything else
when we review the employee handbook.
when we review the employee handbook.
Thank you.
And a half day for Christmas Eve.
Just do it before February, President's Day.
We'll do it in that first, be sure to put in the agenda for the first meeting. in
January. Mhm.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so was that an opinion or a motion, sir?
I thought I said I made a motion.
Yeah.
Well, you did mention something about a half day on Christmas Eve, so they could close early. Because most everything's closed, but you don't pay double time that way to the police officer.
So do you want me to rescind my motion? So we can
Just
add it.
restate it, sir.
It doesn't have to.
It's tough, right? Because I can definitely understand leaving early because nobody's gonna be coming on that day.
I'm just trying to figure out how, paying 4 hours straight time and then 4 hours time and a half because you closed early. I mean, we usually did close early in the past.
Liam,
And they
Liam,
just got paid for. William.
That's what happens.
Got paid for a half a day, but they have
Friday.
PTO to
so
make
it'll be
up.
Friday.
Good point.
What's the name?
Liam.
Okay.
Okay,
Take your
so let me restate my motion. So I will make a motion that the day before Christmas, we will make it a half day. We will then have a day off the day after Christmas, which in this case falls on a Monday, but that will be an official day going forward. We will also add in the day after Thanksgiving, also known as Black Friday.
I'll second your motion.
Okay. The motion is a half a day before Christmas, the day after Christmas, and the day after Thanksgiving
Correct.
will now be paid holidays.
Correct.
Okay. And Mayor Pro Tem Martinez made the motion. Alderman Coffin-Dapper seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed,
Aye.
Alderman Rapino votes nay. The motion carries 4-1. And agenda item 11D, we will post postpone because the expert did not get back to me. So with that said, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn at 7:35 PM.
I have a motion to adjourn at 7:35 PM. We stand adjourned.